What's up, everyone? So, been quite a while since I actually sat down in front of a camera and recorded a video, but today I've got exciting news, and it's the news that we're finally progressing. I've finally defeated at least the bulk of my backlog that I wanted to defeat. Now, I'm not done with all the 2016 games, but I am done for what I wanted to play before I jumped into the games that released this year, 2017, which means, yes, there will no longer be these impressions and, reviews for old games that came out last year. You guys are going to start seeing the more current stuff, the more new stuff, and I'm really excited for it, alright? I've finally been waiting to, sit down and play some of the new games. I mean, some of these games I bought, actually, and they've just been sitting on my shelf, and I've been waiting to play them. Some of the games I've been really excited to get to, like Nier Automata and Resident Evil 7. Like, I really want to play those games, and I basically just told myself, you know what, have some patience, sit down, enjoy the games that you missed earlier this year, and that's exactly what I did. To be honest with you guys, I had a lot of fun doing it. I really enjoyed playing some of the games that I missed this past year, and some of them were actually turned out to be surprising hits for me. Others turned out to be, disappointing. But regardless, to be honest, I did what I did to. I don't know if it was necessarily for me to make a statement about something, more so than it was for me to make a statement to myself personally. A lot of people said that you'd never catch up, that, you're basically just putting out old videos, what's the point, why even do it, and it's really hurting your YouTube growth and your content, and people aren't interested in seeing this old shit. And to be honest, I really can't disagree with you. I know that me doing this basically took 4 months of time that I could have been using to play the new games and to upload the new games and to definitely be getting more views and making more money off of YouTube. I absolutely know this. But for me personally, I don't like things lingering in the background, sort of tapping on my shoulder constantly for me to, get back and pay attention to them. I like to get things done, and I'm like this with almost everything that I do, is I basically tackle things one thing at a time, and I make sure that I complete what I need to do before I move on to the next thing. That's always been my personal type of thing. Even when I'm at work in my professional career, even when I'm at work and stuff, I basically get done with what I need to get done, and then I'll go take a break. And sometimes it'll be much later than everyone else. Sometimes it'll be right with everyone else, like a normal time. It just depends. Sometimes you have those busy days, and sometimes you have those kind of slow days, and you can get everything done. But the main point is that you do get it done eventually, and I did spend 3.5 months more or less replaying games that I missed earlier this year. Last year was a real tough year for me, and a lot of other people I knew personally, and it was a time of growth. It was especially earlier last year, it was painful in an emotional, maturing way for me to develop, and I think I learned a lot, and because of that whole phase, I was pretty much, unable to play some of the games, and it messed with me so much that I didn't find enjoyment in what I was playing. And so I pushed off all the games that, I was playing. I was like, I'm not going to play games feeling like this. I'm not going to play games feeling stressed. Some people play games to take their mind off of stuff. To me, games are more than just time-wasting, attention grabbers and whatnot. I want to, when I sit down and I play a game, I want to feel comfortable. I want to feel like I'm going to be immersed into a world of fantasy, science fiction, or whatever it may be, and I really want to just hammer down and enjoy what I'm going to experience. And it's really important to me, my experience as a whole when I play games, and I will seriously wait to play games if I'm not feeling up to it, if I don't have the proper setup to play games that on an enjoyable level, And, you know, for me personally, that's just how I am. You know, I really appreciate games that much, and I want to experience them in their best light possible. And it's not just a way for me to escape from my problems. So, that being said, that is why I did what I did. And I want to thank you all for your patience, for your understanding. And I know not everybody was fully understanding of what I did. But I do appreciate you sticking in there if you did, and I want to let you guys know that, you know, things are now going up. They're going back to not where they used to be, but they're going to be improving again. And I have some exciting announcements today. I'm going to be really revealing some cool stuff. I'm going to be making some cool schedule changes that I'm really excited about. Streams are going to be coming back, and stuff is going to be getting rebranded. And there's just a lot of cool stuff coming up for you guys, and I'm really excited to get down to it and start making videos and playing some of the games and whatnot. It's going to be real fun, alright? So without further ado, we're going to get to it right now in this video. Just want to give that sort of intro first to thank you guys for your patience, and now let's move on to actually playing some games that came out this year. So this year, keep in mind that I have a list of all the games that I've missed and the games that I want to play, obviously. So the way that I'm going to be tackling this is I want to tackle them in release date order. So I'm going to be starting off with Gravity Rush 2. In fact, I'm going to be starting the game tomorrow. And I will have an impressions for you guys. I want to get an impressions for Gravity Rush 2 up on Wednesday. I'm not going to be able to do it tomorrow because keep in mind I'm going to be at Jake's house. And even though we have the PS4 Pro over there hooked up to his, you know, beautiful 60-inch Samsung TV, you know, I don't have any editing software or whatnot. So all I'm going to be doing is recording the, you know, the footage basically through the PlayStation's capture software. And take it on a USB and then move it over here. When I'm back here, I'm going to be able to do my impressions and record the commentary for you guys. And it's going to be pretty cool. You know, I'm looking forward to actually playing the game. That is one game that I remember when I played it at E3 2016, I was like, damn, these graphics are just incredible. And the game got good reviews. You know, that's one thing I can say about this year in terms of games. There really hasn't been one game, besides Mass Effect Andromeda, that's the only one that sticks out in my mind. There hasn't really been one game that's received very mediocre scores. You know, every game that's come out this year has gotten very positive scores. Now, us as gamers may not always feel that way, that, you know, hey, this game got great scores, and, you know, it actually turned out to be a really shallow experience that just the mainstream media seemed to like, you know, but it's always nice to see a good trend, you know, and that's something I think in 2016 was the year of disappointment in games, because we had like a lot of franchises returning that didn't do shit with their license and basically felt like they were underwhelming compared to their original, you know, their predecessors, you know, and the games that come to mind like Mirror's Edge Catalyst, Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, Gears of War 4, Far Cry Primal for me. You know, there's just a lot of games that came out last year that were just like stinkers, you know, and games that looked good, stinkers. And it's nice to see this year we're actually seeing some games getting great scores and some games actually turning out great. And so I'm really excited to get down to those. So I'm going to start playing them in release date order, alright? So we have Gravity Rush 2, then I'm actually going to probably play Resident Evil 7, because I know that Yakuza 0 and Resident Evil 7 came out on the same day, but Yakuza 0 is going to be like a, you know, 30+ hour game. And Resident Evil 7 is going to probably be, from what I hear, is around 15 hours or so. So it's a much shorter game. Might as well play the shorter game first before I tackle the long run. That, and I'm still trying to beat Yakuza 5, to be honest with you guys. I don't know how far I am, but I'm at the Haruka stage in Yakuza 5, where you're playing as Haruka and during her whole, you know, pop idol fantasy moment. So I'm like, I want to beat Yakuza 5 before I jump into Yakuza 0. Even though Yakuza 0 is a prequel, keep in mind, I want to beat Yakuza 5 first, so it's not, again, lingering in the background. So I'm almost done with Yakuza 5, so maybe I'll just buckle down and I'll beat Yakuza 5 before I start Yakuza 0. And when I finally get to Yakuza 0, you know, it'll be nice, and I can start playing that game. And also we got Yakuza Kiwami that was just announced, which is the remake of the original Yakuza game, which is just, I'm so happy. And it's also coming out in August, which I was not expecting it to come out this soon, but I think they're trying to catch up before Yakuza 6 comes out, and they don't want us to be waiting another 2 years for Yakuza 6 to make its way over to the West Coast. So that being said, that's how I'm going to be tackling January's games. I'm basically just going to be playing in release date order, alright? The only games that I'm probably not going to be now that I think of it, just because I don't have a direct interest in them, and I may try them out eventually, to be honest with you, but they're not like a priority right now. The only game that's come out so far that I could say that for is Persona 5. And I know that some people are going to be surprised about that, but I'm not a typical JRPG lover, and I don't like the whole turn-based combat system. That, for me, is not an appealing gameplay factor. And I, you know, no, I'm not knocking the game at all. You know, I'm very happy for the people who love that franchise, and, you know, got the game, and the game's got great scores. And people are saying it's one of the best JRPGs of all time, which is why I'm even pondering trying it out, because I heard it's one of the best JRPGs of all time. And so I'm kind of wondering, maybe I should, you know, give it a go, but I never played a Persona game before. I don't even know the whole purpose and the whole story of Persona to begin with. All I know is that it has a huge fan base. It's supposedly a kick-ass JRPG, so I might give it a go. I'm not making any promises. It's not a priority, to be completely honest with you guys, but I may give it a go. We'll see. Alright, so I just wanted to, you know, point it out. That's how I'm tackling the games that are coming out this year, 2017 games. We're going to be playing them in release date order, and I want to catch up. That means, yes, I know everyone wants to see me play Horizon. I will get to that soon. I want to play Nier, but I'll get to that later. Mass Effect, I'll get to that much later. Sniper Elite 4, you know, it's coming up soon. So, you know, all these games I know that are coming out, and I still want to also cover you know, some of the other stuff that's coming out sooner. So keep in mind that along I think it's this next week. Yeah, next week we have the Prey demo. I almost said Prey 2. Unfortunately, it's not Prey 2. It's a reboot of Prey. We have the Prey demo coming out for consoles only, and I do actually want to do a demo playthrough. So it's supposedly the first hour of the game that's going to be coming out on consoles, and it's going to be it's going to be nice because I'm interested in the game because it's made by Arcane Studios and they make great games. But I still wish that Prey 2, the original idea of Prey 2, was coming out, because that just looked, I'm sorry, but Prey 2 to me just looked so much more better than what this reboot of Prey could ever hope to look like. But who knows, maybe this reboot will actually be fantastic. I mean, Arcane hasn't really made a bad game. Dishonored was great. Dishonored 2 was a fantastic sequel, and we'll see about Prey. It looks to take elements from Dishonored but mix it in with Bioshock and some space elements. It'll be cool. So I'm looking forward to playing the demo. It's going to be nice. I'm going to be doing a demo playthrough of that, so keep an eye out for that, and it will have live commentary and, you know, be cool and all that stuff. So be on the lookout for that, alright? Now, I also want to announce, now that I've given you guys the deal with how I'm going to be tackling the 2017 games, I want to announce that I'm going to be rebranding the channel, alright? I'm not changing my name, no, but I am going to be changing all the art and assets of it. So, if you haven't noticed already, there's a little thing. Is it this corner? Yes, I think it's this corner. This corner, if it isn't this corner, I'm sorry, maybe the other one, but this corner of the video, you may have seen this little icon and appear, and you're like, huh, that's interesting. It doesn't go away. This is all part of the rebranding of the channel. New art, new assets, everything. It's gonna be pretty cool, alright? I'm changing up the title of my videos. You guys already know that I'm gonna be keeping the "Is this game worth experiencing?" because I kind of like that title overall rather than impressions of this or review of that. But I also am going to be titling, you know, you have vlogs here, and then the title, everything's going to be titled slightly different. I also want to be using playlist again to a good degree. So you'll notice if you go to the playlist, there's like 5 categories. 5, not 10, 5 categories. And I want to start getting into this whole 5-figure YouTube thing where you know, you have 5 type of pillars, I guess, of creating content, and those are the type of content that you produce. And so that's how I'm going to kind of tackle this. I'm going to be doing like impressions, I'm going to be doing unboxings still, and I want to be doing vlogs, I want to be doing streams, and there's one more that's eluding me right now. I have it written down somewhere, but that's how I'm basically going to be, you know, doing this. So if you notice, if you go on the channel right now, you'll actually see a brand new logo, a brand new channel banner, and everything just looks kind of a little bit different. It's a little bit updated because I had that channel banner before for a while, and it had like freaking Aiden Pierce on it, and Witcher from, or Geralt from The Witcher, and I was just like, it's 2017. Like, those games came out a long time ago, and I still have those freaking characters up on my channel banner. So I contacted my artist, and you know, I've had him doing art for me since, gosh, since 2010 or something like that. It was something, I think it was 2009 even. This guy has been with me forever. He started off as a fan. He just developed into a really close friend of mine, and I'm really thankful to have him in my life. But you know, he created this awesome channel art for me, and this banner and everything like that, and it just really turned out to be fantastic. And he worked with me, and we spent, you know, a couple of months. He's obviously a very busy person, but it took a couple of months for him to actually give this to me, and overall, it just perfect timing. You know, I got it right before I was about to finish the 2016 backlog, and now that we're moving on to 2017, I wanted to just basically rebrand the channel, make it look new, make it look shiny again, and I even got a new intro. So what this is on the bottom is a watermark. It's going to be on all my videos. It makes sense. Don't worry, it's transparent. It's not going to be bothering you, you know, but this is going to protect me from multiple uploads, basically. And I know that I've had that actually issue happen before on some of my more popular vids. People will download the video and then upload it on their channel, and it kind of sucks. You know, it's I don't mind a reaction, but I mind theft, and that's what they basically are. Is if you're just re-uploading someone else's video, it's more or less theft, because you're stealing traffic away from what that person could eventually, you know, what that person could have been getting. So that being said, that watermark is going to be actually really helpful. It's not going to prevent people from downloading, but what it will do is it will signify that, hey, this isn't from you officially. So with that being said, I also have a new intro, and I actually wanted to play it here for you guys first and foremost. So I'm actually going to be playing the quick intro now. Keep in mind, it's pretty awesome. I have never debuted this beforehand, so it's brand new, and not even the people on Twitter got to see this. So this is something special. I hope you guys really enjoyed. This is going to be the intro in all of my upcoming videos, and well, hope you guys like it. Alright, let's roll it. Alright, so that was the intro for the new for all the rebranding and stuff like that for the channel. It's gonna be the intro for the foreseeable future. I hope you guys liked it. There's actually 2 people who worked on that. Again, it was the guy who created all my art assets and all the rebranding stuff, so he actually worked on the actual introduction part. And then I actually had a friend of mine who I met in college, who's going to be, who I basically want to team up with. He's going to be doing all the music for all the games I want to make in the future, and he made me this custom track that you guys heard. And to be honest, I remember it only took him like freaking, like, how long did it take? It took him like less than an hour to actually come up with that theme song and send it to me, and I was like, what the hell, like what is this? And I've had actually that song for a very long time. I've had it for probably a year, a little over a year. I would actually say almost 2 years, to be completely honest with you. I've had that song. I just haven't had an opportunity to put it with an intro, a brand new intro, and just been kind of delaying it and delaying it. So finally I made use out of it, and he really liked the intro. Everyone likes the music, and so I really hope that you guys enjoy the new intro, and it's gonna be awesome to finally put that on my freaking videos from now, because I haven't been doing an intro lately, and for to be honest with you, it's been for this reason. I wanted to rebrand the channel, I wanted to come back with, you know, new stuff, and I didn't want it to be like all the old, you know, type of crap that you guys normally see. So now I'm actually putting in an intro on my videos from now on. And I hope you guys really like the intro, and I hope you guys like the new logo and the new art brand. Like, let me know what you guys think in the comments about the whole rebranding thing. It's pretty awesome, alright? So I also want to announce, I want to talk about streaming, alright? So I am going to be announcing right now that streams are coming back. They are, and I actually nailed down a good time frame for when I can consistently stream to you guys. So it's not going to be matching with everyone's personal schedule. I know, because people like are in school and people are at work, and I know that not everybody is going to be able to make it to the streams. Every stream will be streamed here on YouTube and will be archived with the channel, which means immediately as I'm done streaming, that will be automatically uploaded to the channel as an archived video for you guys to watch, alright? So pretty cool. Streams will be every Thursday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. That is a 3-hour stream, people. I'm really personally excited for that because it's freaking awesome, you know. That is one time, because I typically get Tuesdays and Thursdays off. And there's been talk that they wanted to change the schedule a bit, but they don't know. Basically, they're not sure how they're going to do it, because I actually have school on Tuesdays and Thursdays that I go to, a morning class. And that being said, you know, I don't necessarily need those days off because I can work later in the afternoon, but those are days that I like those days off, because I don't want to like go to school and then come back and, you know, work and go to work later, and I just don't want to feel like, you know, I have no time to do what I want to do in the day. So I hope that they keep my schedule. I'm probably going to talk with them today and let them know, hey, listen, I really do like my schedule. Can I please keep it? But I've nailed down that every Thursday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I will be streaming, alright? And what's cool about this is streams are going to be based on a singular game with no opportunity for multiple, I guess continued game streams. So what I mean by that is, when I stream Gravity Rush 2 on Thursday, I am basically not going to be doing another stream of Gravity Rush 2. It's going to be one stream of Gravity Rush 2 for 3 hours. I'm just going to be playing the game, and it's going to be uploaded to the channel. And then next week, let's say next week I finally beat Gravity Rush 2, so I'm on to Resident Evil 7. I will play Resident Evil 7. I'll do a 3-hour stream of Resident Evil 7, and it doesn't matter where I am in the game. I'm not going to sit here and say, well, I'm only going to be doing the side content because I don't want to spoil you guys. The games have been out for months, so the people who wanted to play them have probably already played them, to be honest with you. And even if you haven't played them, you have a choice to watch the video or not. So it's going to be story and side content, basically whatever I'm doing in the game at that point. Alright, I may even beat the game in the stream, who knows, but that's how I'm going to be tackling the streams, alright? Now let's say that I do a stream of Gravity Rush 2, next week comes along, it's actually next Thursday, and I still haven't beat Gravity Rush 2. Don't worry, I will put up a poll on Twitter the day before, that Wednesday, where you guys will basically be able to vote on whatever game you want me to stream. Maybe it'll be some Battlefield 1 multiplayer, Infinite Warfare multiplayer, you know, any, like, basically, maybe it's an old game like the original Deus Ex, or maybe it's Alien Isolation, or maybe it's the original Fear, you know, like something like that, where you guys will actually be able to tell me, alright, we know you didn't beat Gravity Rush 2, so in order to basically make sure you stream this game. It's an older game, I already played it in the past, or maybe I haven't played it in the past, but I just want to, you know, I want to just stream something for you guys, and we'll see how it goes, alright? So that's how I want to tackle streams, and I'm really excited because I know a lot of people have been asking for me to stream, and it's been hard, you know, it's been hard to figure out a set schedule to where I'm available every day on that day at that specific time, and I can't be bothered at that specific time. It's been tough, to be honest with you. I'm not expecting that every Thursday at that specific time I'm going to be available for the next 2-3 years. You know, I'm not expecting that. But I will let you guys know on Twitter, and let's say I can't make it on that Thursday, I'll make it up some other day. You know, I'll at least try to make it up some other day. Excuse me. So that's how streams are going to be tackled, all right? They're based off of one game. Once I stream that one game, I will not be streaming that game anymore, all right? And it will be wherever I am in that game at that particular time, wherever I'm going to be streaming that particular moment, all right? So that's how it's going to be for the foreseeable future, all right? So I hope you guys are interested in the streams and excited for the streams, and I hope you guys like the whole rebranding of the YouTube content and such, and I'm glad that you guys have, at least for those of you who are patient, I'm really thankful that you stuck in there. And I want to let you know again that it really does mean a lot to me that, you know, you guys are here, and this channel is an avenue for me to basically talk about my love for this industry and what I want to do in the future for it. And games to me are important, and I know that they're important to you. Hopefully they're important to you if you're watching, you know, this video, and I thank you all for just hanging in there. And I'm excited to, you know, announce all this cool stuff. I'm excited to start working on all this cool stuff, and I hope you guys really like all this new stuff, and it's gonna be really exciting. So I'm going to be starting Gravity Rush 2 tomorrow. This is how this week is going to go. I want to get the impressions out on Wednesday. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time now that I'm thinking about it, alright? But at the latest, I'll have the impressions up on Wednesday. I want to stream Gravity Rush 2 on Wednesday, or on Thursday, excuse me, at that specific time. Again, I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to do it. Because when I'm thinking about this Thursday, I probably could do it, but it's a bit interesting because if I would have to stream it directly through the PlayStation 4 Pro streaming thing, and even though PS4 Pro has the capabilities to stream in full 1080p, whereas the original PS4 only did 720p, it'll look nicer, you know, look nicer on stream. I just want to make sure that the actual video quality is nice for you guys and the connection is fine, because I want to play Gravity Rush 2 on the PS4 Pro, obviously. You know, it's a more powerful console, but that requires me to be at, you know, someone else's house and play the game there. So I don't know necessarily if I'll be streaming it on Thursday, but it will be Friday if I can. I'll let you guys know on Twitter. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will talk with you all later. I hope you guys, once again, enjoyed all the new stuff and are excited. And let me know what you think in the comments. Please let me know what you think in the comments. I really am interested in knowing what you guys think of, like, the intro, the new art, and, you know, all the cool stuff. And any suggestions that you guys have, like, and any questions that you have for any games that, you know, I'm going to be playing, post them in the comments and let me know, all right? Talk with you all later. Have an awesome day. And enjoy.